What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another video. And today I just wanted to share with you a slight update I made to my email funnel in 2025. It's always a bit of a game to experiment and see what might work well for your business. And I was kind of going off of past data to make some informed decisions. And so I just wanted to share with you some of these updates that I've been making. So just like regular, when someone opts into my email list, I send them to a Tripwire offer. It's a $37 mini course and it converts decently well. I would say I get usually maybe 5 to 10 conversions per month, let's say. And so it's a nice little additional source of revenue in addition to my regular launches and my email list. But it's just cool to see what offers work and which ones may be lagging behind a little bit. But in terms of my offers, my core funnel, which used to be promoting like a bundle of courses, at $497, I've sort of tweaked that a little bit to offer my flagship course. So just one of the courses from my funnel or from my store, but it's my flagship course. And this is actually the course I used to offer originally before updating my funnel with this bundle. But now I've kind of reverted back to the original and I'm just selling this course again, just to test it out and see how it might convert. So essentially with all these subscribe triggers, as soon as someone opts into my list, they are then subscribed to this email sequence. And it starts off with an immediate over deliver. So they might download one of my cheat sheets and I immediately send them my workshop as well that they can watch. They can get some free value in addition to this. And then I basically ask them a question. Like, share something you're struggling with. I'll promise I'll read it and I might even respond, right? And then they can watch that workshop right away. And so I give them some additional free value, days 1 and 2. And then day 3 is where I start my pitch. So essentially the first couple days are setting them up in by adding over deliver value and just saying like, if you're struggling with your composing and orchestrations, I have a system that will help you completely change the way you think about making music and make the whole process so much easier. And that's exactly what I offer here with my cinematic music creation course. And because they're a new email subscriber, I also give them a discount of 40%. And instead of using a coupon code, I literally just send them to a duplicate of my CMC page, but it already has the coupon or the discount applied to it. So it just makes things a lot easier and they don't have to, be looking for coupons or things like that. So I tell them all about the price and then tell them about some bonuses. And, if they join this week, I'll also give them a private film scoring lesson as well, just to incentivize them and give them a reason to act. They don't have to purchase, obviously. We're not trying to manipulate them, but we're just giving them a reason to buy if this is the right fit for them. So day 3, day 4, day 5, these are the pitches, basically 3 days of pitching. If they don't purchase, totally fine. Day 7, I give them a bonus gift of 2 little guides, just as an additional thank you for joining my email list. Now, after they go through this email funnel, I have one more email sequence that they go through, and that is called my Chris's Inner Circle funnel. And this is actually my mastermind. So notice here the subscribe triggers are once the original email sequence is completed, the Complete Composer System funnel or the Cinematic Music Creation funnel sequence that we just looked at, they are then subscribed to this sequence, but I give them a little break. Notice how I don't send the first email immediately after they go through the first sequence. I give them a couple days. So on day 3, then I warm them up again. And then day 4 is another added value. So I talk about imposter syndrome, like, am I good enough to actually write music? And then I talk about how I help my students with this exact thing in one of my programs. And then the day after, days 5, 6, and 7, that's when I actually share this program where I help my students really, really closely, called Chris's Inner Circle. We have calls every single week and we talk about stuff. And so basically I'm giving people a different look at my different offers, right? If they go through my original funnel, they don't want my flagship course, that's totally fine. Maybe they'll be interested in my mastermind. It's definitely the most premium thing I offer, but a percentage of people might apply to the group and I can have consistent sort of signups that way. So that's a different way you can approach your email funnels. It doesn't always have to be one-off online courses, or it doesn't even have to be memberships all the time. You can have them apply for coaching programs, things that are more high tier and premiumly priced. That's all valid, and you never know what will convert unless you experiment. So this is all just playing around with new things and seeing what might help. But yeah, I found that once people become a customer, they're a lot more likely to buy other things in the future. So that's one reason I have my tripwire offer on all the time. When they purchase that $37 offer, they go through it, they see the value that they get, they might be more open and willing to purchase some other things in the future that I might offer as well, because they already know what my paid content is like, and the transformation that they've received, it might just continue to help them into the future if they buy some other stuff as well. So anyway, yeah, that's an update to my funnel. Basically, I've switched the main funnel to offer just my flagship course now instead of the bundle, and it's also a little cheaper, $200 cheaper. And then after that, I sell, or I pitch my mastermind group after that. I might do a third email sequence after this. I haven't decided yet, but I think right now I'm happy with the rhythm of 2 email sequences plus the original tripwire offer, and we'll see how that goes from there. And I might update you again in the next few months to let you know. But anyway, that's a little update, but you can see email marketing is entirely hosted on Kajabi. In fact, my entire business is on Kajabi with my website and email marketing, as you can see, and online course hosting, communities and memberships and webinars and replays. All that stuff is hosted on here. It's literally the only platform I'm using to run my business. So if you want to give it a try, they give you 14 days of a free trial on their website. But if you use my link down below, I can get you an extended 30-day free trial plus 2 bonus mini courses, Kajabi in 30 days, and content marketing for creatives. So the first course will literally help you walk through step by step how to build your business on Kajabi. And then content marketing for creators will show you how to create a business model that, you know, is very generous, where you can put out free content into the world and then monetize it on the back end and scale your business and earn back your time in a really enjoyable, fruitful, fulfilling way. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon.